It's Sashomaru. I'm starting to get really hungry. May I go and look for something to eat?
Quiet! A forest like this will have nothing for you to eat. You just have to wait.
Yes, but...
I don't want to hear any buts out of you. Be quiet and,
I'll be very quick!
Oh, silly girl.
Hi! When did this get good again? Oh my god, man! Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to another InuYasha V-Logs, and Season 4, the very end, the final set of episodes have been pleasantly surprising, and this is another one. Last week, we took a look at the Sacred Jewel Maker arc. This time, we're looking at a solo episode that I thought would just be stupid, pointless filler, and I came out loving it. This was a good episode. That, of course, being the episode known as Jaken Falls Ill. And with a title like that, you'd think it would just suck, but it doesn't. It's not pointless, well, it kind of is, but it does some fun things, some fun, flashy, fan service kind of stuff that I really like. The last 3 episodes have been pretty damn solid. So Jaken Falls Ill. I should say the first thing I should address is they changed the intro again. Before it was that really lame song that I really have, I mean, I kind of got used to over time, but it's definitely not my favorites in the show's lineup of intros. But this one is one of my favorites. I had no clue we were starting at Season 4, no less, on this one, because this is kind of at the tail end. Of course, there's flies that are going around, symbolic for today's episode. That, of course, being the song Grip by Every Little Thing. Now, I have covered Every Little Thing before, quite briefly, in the review of the second movie, which involves, you know, their song at the very end of the film. And this one surprisingly uses another one of their songs called Grip, which I really dig this song. This intro is great. It introduces our new characters that are going to be part of the next season, so it's kind of a little sneak preview. I guess at this point, the studio has caught up with Takahashi, or Takahashi has caught up with the studio, where she has enough to say, okay guys, I've finished up this arc, you can start making new episodes based on storylines and not fillers. So, and it's great, and the song Grip I really dig because, you know what it kind of is? It kind of reminds me of a holiday. It's kind of a holiday track. This is something I would actually listen to around the holidays, around Christmas time. It's got that Christmas jingle to it, where it's, you know, it's really kind of upbeat and uplifting. It's fantastic. So I really dig the intro, Grip. This is one of the best intros of the show's history. So there's that. And yeah, it's just, speaking of which, very quickly about Every Little Thing, I realized this is the episode that aired, and technically in the continuity, in terms of airtime, was the episode that was released a week before Film 2 came out, The Castle Beyond the Looking Glass, in December. So again, more Christmas aspects, and the fact that it was the episode before we continued on, and that was actually kind of cool. Although, in my mind, the second movie takes place after Season 3, but it is kind of a little nod to say, oh, this is also around the time the second movie was coming in, so the digital HD looking animation was starting to take over the show at this point, and they started off with the intros and outros of the season. So that was actually pretty cool to see, honestly. So I thought that was really fun. So what does this episode entail, since I've gone around, what, like 2 or 3 minutes talking about the intro and just kind of my first thoughts? So the episode begins with basically, it is very much a Jaken-centered episode. We get to see where Sashomaru's been, where he's in pursuit of Naraku. And as we go around, what's really funny is this episode made me crave garlic chips. Because, what is it, Kagome is basically upset with InuYasha because he ate all of the garlic chips because they were actually going to be giving it to a gift to a special friend of theirs, which we'll talk about in a sec. But anyway, so Sashomaru, Jaken, and Rin, and Aoun, the two-headed dragon thing, which is basically double Ghidorah, as I call him, because he's basically King Ghidorah without the wings and the third head, They're just going around the countryside, just doing their thing. And then all of a sudden, demons attack. Oh no, they are attacking Rin, they're attacking Jaken, and here comes Sesshomaru kicking ass. Like, I wasn't expecting this much action-packed stuff in an episode called Jaken Falls Ill. But Sesshomaru is like kicking the shit out of these demons, and then it turns out the demons were actually a formation of swarms of Saimyosho, Naraku's poisonous insects, which I didn't know they could do that. Why doesn't Naraku incorporate that more often as a diversion? I have no idea. Why doesn't he use that against Moroku? Make him trick him to use the wind tunnel, so then he sucks in the demon, but it turns out, surprise, to Sesshomaru, I think this would be a big deal as a power for the Saimyosho to use. But anyway, so Jaken finds the hive, and it's in a tree, and he... oh, and this is another thing, too. Jaken kicks ass in this episode. It's not just Sesshomaru. Jaken actually kicks some ass. We get to see what he can do. He can use the Staff of Two Heads as a flamethrower on the Saimyosho. It's like John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, what the fuck? Jaken, dude, where did this come from? You know, like, can we incorporate more of this, please? I think they will in the third movie, though. So, basically, they take the hive out, and, you know, Sesshomaru slashes it with a light dragon twister, and it cuts down the tree, you know, timber. Hey, at least you got firewood. But unfortunately, Jaken is stung by a bunch of them. They all gather on his arm. And look, coming from experience where I have been stung by multiple wasps and multiple bees, that shit hurts like a motherfucker. So I felt that when Jaken got stung. In fact, it is, like, I mean, it's like 10 times bigger. You're like, oh god! But... you know, obviously Jaken has been poisoned, and now he has to find a cure to heal himself in a couple hours, or else he's gonna die. So you're like, oh no, Jaken, not the little Kermit Muppet thing. No! So he tells Rin there is a village nearby that has an antidote that we can use that was established actually in season 2, but we'll get to it in a sec. So Rin has to go on a quest to find this village. So meanwhile, our heroes are the friend they've been going to, that they're going to go seek out to give the chips to, which unfortunately InuYasha ate, as well as kind of a coincidence, Rin is going to the same village. We go back to Jinenji, and I'm like, oh my god, you're actually bringing back an established character. I thought this was a one-time character, but no, he's here for the long term as sort of a healing camp. In case characters are injured, you just go to him. He's like Dr. Jinenji, coming soon to the Oprah channel. Like, where's that? You know, so Jinenji, as you guys know, was in the second season in the episode Jinenji Kind Yet Sad. One of my favorite episodes because it is kind of Kong-centric, kind of themings and stuff. But it's good to kind of see this character again. So, basically, they're kind of just stopping by because they're kind of near town. Why the fuck not? But Rin goes there and goes to Jinenji's hut, and the mom's there and explains his whole half-demon thing. But Jinenji's like, no, fuck off, I'm in my human form, I don't want anybody to see me, which we actually don't see, which I'm kind of disappointed with. I would have loved to see his human form. But basically, he takes a glimpse at Rin and realizes, oh, she reminds me of Kagome. Does every black, long-haired chick remind people of Kagome all the time? Come on. Kikyo, I understand, but nah. So, basically, he changed a heart. He tells her, we don't have the antidote, but if you go up to this little mountain thing, you might be able to find some leftovers. So, she does that. She's climbing up the mountain, and as demons are attacking her, fucking Aoun is blasting shit. Like, and you're just like, Aoun? Where did this come from? This King Ghidorah mouth beam that you have, why don't you use that more often in battle? I think that would have come in handy. Hello? So, basically that happens. Meanwhile, Sesshomaru is basically looking for the antidote and goes to the village, but and actually is also pursuing the Saimyosho, because if he finds what's left of the Saimyosho, it'll lead him to Naraku. But basically, he accidentally bumps into InuYasha, and they fight, and it's like, oh, okay, now we're getting an InuYasha versus Sesshomaru round. Didn't expect that in an episode called Jaken Falls Ill. And basically it ends, Rin gets the antidote, Jaken's better, roll credits, we're out. And I freaking loved this episode. This was really fun. I thought it was a nice return to see some previous characters. It had great action scene for a filler episode, and it does have a bit of emotion to it. It involves Rin's character, it involves Shinenji, and there's just a lot to like about this one. I was pleasantly surprised, shockingly, mind you. I was not expecting this much awesomeness in an episode called Jaken Falls Ill. Of all things. So I really dug it. The animation was great. The action was great. The pacing was good. It wasn't felt too dragged. It didn't feel too long. It was wonderful. And especially with that intro, I guess it's a way to say, hey guys, we're so sorry we've been, filler for a long time and you've been getting bored, but now we're back on schedule, we're back on track, we're back to action, adventure, let's go, let's get to season 5. So I feel like they're trying to wrap this up as quick as possible with some awesome stuff. So kudos to them. So I'm going to definitely give this one an 8 out of 10. This was a great episode. Kick-ass action, worth your 20 minutes of time for your simplified episode. Got some emotion, all that stuff, establishment, awesome. So yes, I know I am rushing you now because I've got 9 minutes left on the battery of this camera, but definitely check this one out. So let me know your thoughts on this episode, Jaken Falls Ill, in the comments below. Don't forget to support our Patreon. Just $1 more will get you access to all of our content as well as other special features. And tune in next week when we get a filler episode that I think is going to be kind of cute. I think they are trying to wrap things up. However, I should point out very quickly that there might be a change. We might be taking a break from the vlogs for a bit because we are coming up on October, the Halloween season. And that means only one thing. I will be finally covering Season 2 of Rosario Vampire. I thought I'd make this announcement now, that I will be covering Season 2, and that will be the majority of October. So I'll make an announcement about it and so on, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that we're going to take a minor break from seasons, and how appropriate, because this is when they kind of took a break to focus on the media and attention of the second films of InuYasha. So, yeah, good timing. Let's go for it. Of course, don't forget to support our Patreon. Just $1 more will get you access to all of our content as well as other special features. All of your donations and charitable funds will be going towards our show and a potential InuYasha fan film. So until the next video, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off saying, if your episode involves a character getting sick, make it a kick-ass action-oriented episode. That just makes the world go round and make everybody better. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, take care.